like my faith is running out. Too far to turn around. I know that God will work it out. I believe it. We'll work it out. One thing I know, one thing I found, yeah, God will work it out. Be still my soul, be still and know my God, He's in control, He's in control. Be still my soul, be still and know my God, He's in control, He's in control. Be still my soul, be still and know my God, He's in control, He's in control. Be still my soul, be still and know my God, He's in control. He's in control. Be still my soul, be still and know my God, in control. Just be still. Be still and know my God, He's in control. He's in control. Be still my soul. My God. Because God will work it out. Sing it out. One thing I know, one thing I found, one thing I know, one thing I found, one thing I know, one thing I found, one thing I know, one thing I know, one thing I found, one thing I know, one thing I know, one thing I found, one thing I know, one thing I know, one thing God is working it. One thing I know, He's working everything together. One thing I know, He's working everything together. Yes, He is. One thing I know. He's working it all together. For my good, yes, He is. One thing I know, one thing I know, one thing I know, one thing I found. My God will work it out. Working it out.
Bringing the energy. Thank you
He's
so
good
much.
like that. He's working it out.
Welcome everyone.
He's good like that. He's working it out.
Welcome here.
He's God like that. He's working it out. Yes, He is. He's good like that. He's working it out. He's good like that. He's working it out. He's God like that. He's working it out. He's good like that. He's working it out. He's God like that. He's God like that. He's working it out. Working it. That's just what He does. That's just how He is. He knows how to make things turn to good. He's working it out. He's working it out.
Welcome. Hi, Fatima. So happy to have you here. So happy to have you here. If you're excited, please leave an emoji in the chat. Leave an emoji in the chat if you're excited. I want to know your excitement level. Now, Sandra, welcome here. We're so happy to have you here. We're so happy to have you here, Sandra. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. And now we are going to be going right in.
One thing I found.
Welcome here, everyone. Welcome.
We'll work it out. Well, we jazzed it up a little bit, so we're gonna do a little different. Y'all ready?
everybody.
Work it out. Yes, he will.
Let me know if you're excited. Let me know. I can't see the energy. I can't feel the energy yet. If you're excited, let me know. You see, our topic today is something you're going to love: financial empowerment and career advancement, building wealth. So if you're excited for this topic, please let me see it in the chat. Let me see your emojis in the chat. Let me see your emojis in the chat. Vanessa, we can't wait to start too, but if you don't give me that energy, we're not going to start. So I want to see that energy in the chat. I want to see that energy in the chat. I want to see that energy in the chat. Thank you so much, Sandra. Thank you so much, everyone. We're so happy to have you here. We are extremely happy to have you here. Now we are live. We're streaming on YouTube.
Work it out.
So watch your money works it out. Tell someone that we are live. Tell someone that we are live. If you've not told someone yet, tell someone that we are live, because Nyamekye is going to be dropping the juice, so I don't want anyone missing it. So please are live. Tell someone, tell people. Don't just, you should tell at least 2 people that we are live, because like they don't have to miss this. No one needs it. Yeah. And so we are going to the community breaker and tell them hello. Tell someone hello in the chat. Can you tell someone hello in the chat? Tell someone hello. Just say hello to someone in the chat. Welcome here. I'm so happy to have you here, Odwayo. I'm so happy to have you here, Vanessa. I'm so happy to have you here, Sandra. Tell someone welcome in the chat. Tell someone welcome in the chat. Tell someone welcome. Tell someone welcome. God is definitely going to work it out. I think we should take that song once more.
Work it out. Watch your money works it out. I've been pushing past the fear. I've been fighting to believe. Oh, He's making ways for me. Yeah. And He won't let me down. No, He'll never ever leave. No, He's still making ways for me. He's still making ways. My heart is full of doubt. Feels like my faith is running out. Too far to turn around.
Hello. Welcome your sister. Tell your sister welcome here. I want you to welcome your sisters here.
One thing I know.
If you are excited, tell someone welcome. If you're excited, tell a sister welcome. I don't just want to see welcome. I want you to add the name and say welcome. Tell a sister welcome here. We're so happy to have you here, everyone. Really, really excited. And I can't wait to have this with you. So now in the chat, I want you to share your name, your major, and your location. I want you to share your name, your major, and your location. If you haven't said hello to someone, please say hello to someone right now. And please share your name, your major, your location in the chat. Also, you share your energy level. Share your energy level from 1 to 4. 1 means you just woke up, like your energy is low, and then 4, you have like this high energy. So I want to see your energy level in the chat. Please share your energy level in the chat. Share your energy level in the chat. So happy to have you here from Nigeria, Stephen. So happy to have you here. I want to see more of that. And I want you to share your energy level. Please share your energy level in the chat. I want to see it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now, what are 2 things you love doing and you can do them for so long? What are 2 things? You can share that. So it's either you're sharing your name, your major, and where you're from, or you're sharing me your energy level, or you're sharing me 2 things that you love doing so much and you can't get tired of doing them. So Hajira, I love that energy. That's like the energy I'm on. So it's like we're on the same level and I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it so much. Yeah, I'm feeling your energy. So I love that. Thank you so much, Hajira. You are very wonderful, and welcome here from Ghana. Thank you so much, everyone that have shared in the chat. we're going to be meeting our MVPs for the week. Our MVPs for the week. Now, this is the time where I want to see your emojis. I want to see your celebration. It's not easy being an MVP. So I'm introducing our MVPs for the week. So I want to see you celebrate them in the chat. First, we have Petrina Gabriel. She's a computer science major and engineering, and she studies at the University of Mines and Technology. She has a deep love for history, especially learning about past kingdoms, civilization, and significant events. Next, we have Ellen, and Ellen is a major in packaging technology, and she's from Kwame University of Science and Technology. We have Jessica Donto, and she's a PharmD student from Ken UST. We have Miriam is has a major in biological sciences, and she's also from Ken UST. We have Reina. Reina is a major in BCom accounting, and she's from the University of Cape Coast. We have Esther. Esther is a majors in cybersecurity, and she's from Whitman University, and she gets creative when she is bored. So I want to see you celebrate them in the chat. Celebrate the MVPs. It's not easy to be an MVP. So I want to see if I don't see your emojis, I feel like I'm not going to continue. I'm just going to stop here. So let me see your emojis in the chat celebrating them. Just pick one MVP and just celebrate them in the comments. I want to see you celebrate an MVP in the comment, because like it's not easy. And like yeah, so I want you to celebrate them. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much, Fari. Thank you so much, Stephen. Thank you so much, Darby. You all are so wonderful, and we're gonna be celebrating you too. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now, why join Black Sisters in STEM? Why join Black Sisters in STEM? If you're not a part of Black Sisters in STEM, there are so many reasons. Like, we really are one of a kind, and you really need to join us. Black Sisters in STEM is that place for you. When you're part of Black Sisters in STEM, we have curated internships and job opportunities for you. We have weekly community newsletters. We have invites to events and workshops. We have exclusive Black Sis community access and access to our resource database. So these are the perks of being in Black Sisters in STEM. And trust me, you want to join. So before we continue, we're going to be saying our creed. So please put up your right hand. I want to see those emojis in the chat. Don't tell me you don't have your camera on. If you don't have your camera on, I want to see the emoji. I was born with a mandate of dominion. I will lead, affect, and impact the world. I am a Black cis woman, so I am fearless, continuously inspired and inspiring, and completely transformed. My life will impact my fellow Black sister to the right and to the left of me. Today, I solemnly commit myself to a life of an accomplished Black cis woman. If you took that, then I want to see your emojis in the comments. I love this screen. Like, I could say it over and over and over and over again, but yeah, we do not have so much time for that. So let's just proceed. Now we are going to be welcoming the person that is going to be sharing all of the tea that you're going to be getting today. I'm sure you know her, but I'm still going to introduce her because like she's a big name, and like, yeah, she needs no introduction, but well, I have to introduce her because I want you to see her the way I see her. So I'm going to be introducing the Moses of STEM, Nyamekye Wilson. She welcomes you here, and very soon you're going to be hearing directly from her. Nyamekye Wilson is the Moses of STEM, and she's a visionary driven by the transformational power of intersectionality and human-centered design. You can watch our videos everywhere on YouTube. You can even watch our past videos of our events, and you can hear us speak. With a fervor for justice, Nyamekye's work echoes the spirit of impactful leaders in the civil rights and gender equity movement. Her passion for global STEM progress birthed a six-figure edtech company while working with Google. Nyamekye's most notable achievement is her extensive reach across 33 countries, impacting over 200 schools and empowering more than more than 9,000 Black women through our ed tech nonprofit Black Sisters in STEM. So when I say she's the Moses of STEM, trust me, she is the Moses of STEM, and I'm gonna give her a flower. So she's going to be speaking to us today, and very soon she's gonna be here, and she's here. Welcome here, Nyamekye. We're so happy to have you. I am going to.
Hello. Thank you so much,
Welcome here.
Chinwendu.
So welcome here, ma'am. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're so happy to have you here, and you can have the floor. We can't wait to get the tea from you. Thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you so much, Chinwendu. Can we all celebrate Chinwendu in the chat? Come on, MC of Life. MC of Life. I'm loving the energy today. It was so exciting. It even increased my own energy coming in here. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. Thank you so much, Chinwendu. And so we're going to be going through all of the lovely slides today. I think Chinwendu is going to support me on my slides today. And we are going to be talking about building wealth. Building wealth. Yes, Chinwendu did such an amazing job. And I'm so happy. You can actually stay on this slide for me. And I'm so excited today to talk to you guys about building wealth. Why? Because I was watching a video and it reminded me, and maybe I should play it. Let's see if I can pull it up. And as I pull it up, I want you guys to understand that you are here because we want to change you from the inside out. We want you to become someone who is a woman of character, noble character, a woman of success, a woman of wealth, a woman of kindness, a woman who gives. The reason why we have these Friday chats is because I know you guys have LinkedIn Premium. And for all of you who have LinkedIn Premium, that gives you access to LinkedIn Learning. Not only that, most of you guys are in school. So you should be getting the fundamental educational knowledge that you need. And you also get supplemental knowledge through our partners like LinkedIn. So the reason why we have these Friday chats is because what coding, data analysis, et cetera, cannot do, we want to do with and for you. And that is because we know that it can be very, very difficult to actually learn how to become. And so if you are here on Fridays, it's because you have committed to learning how to become. It's because you are committed to learning how to be the best version of you, not just to get a job. And so Black Sisters in STEM is not here just so that you can end up at Microsoft. We will support you and are glad that you will end up there, not just so you can end up at PwC, not just so you can end up at all of these places, but primarily so that you can be able to know that you are a solid woman and you have been transformed mentally, emotionally, even physically. I trust and believe that as you see me drinking my water all the time on these sessions, you understand that let me get a water bottle. Let me start drinking more water. Let me focus on, we've had sessions before on skincare. Like, let me become. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? And I really want you guys to understand that this is why we're here. It is for you to become. It is for you to grow. It is for you to learn. It is for you to be effective. You cannot just have a job. You must be a woman of stature. And a woman of stature is so much more than someone who has a job. And so if we're talking about wealth today, I want to open your mind that wealth is not just money. Possibly the lowest level of wealth is money. but we will get money too, okay? In Jesus' name. But the highest form of wealth is actually in people. Do you know how wealthy I am that since 2018, I have women across the world? Maybe we should do that. We should go on LinkedIn. I have the video up, but I actually want to show you guys real life, because sometimes I don't know if you guys think I'm joking, but I want to show you guys real life the level of impact that this organization has had and where these girls are. And I don't do this to show off. I want to show you where I hope you to be too. And so I was just talking to one of my fellows, and I was just so surprised to see her where she's been. I've been following her, and I still remember the young girl she used to be. I'm just going to show you some slides. Temi Lade, I don't know if many of you follow her. She's a great person to follow. Connect with her and tell her you're in Black Sis. I remember when she was in Black Sis and she joined our Women in Machine Learning conference, and she was on our alumni board. And I remember she came up to me, and we flew her from Nigeria to Ghana for that conference. And she said, "This is the first time I've been on a plane." And I remember I was like, this girl is so brilliant. She's going to be so successful in this life. And to see that young girl at the University of Ibadan and to see where she is now, I want you to just look at her life and her success. She currently is doing her MBA. She's totally left Nigeria, is now in the US doing her MBA at Chicago, at the University of Chicago, which is one of the top 10 MBA programs in the United States, and a very difficult school to get into. And she did her internship recently as a PMM at Microsoft in data and AI security. Before she came to the US, she was at Google for almost 3 years, the same company I was at when I first met her. And she did the same role I did as well, but she did it in the Nigeria office. And then when you go and look at someone like Elizabeth, she was one of the first 10 girls in our organization. She is a Nigerian, but she went to the University of Cape Coast and was actually the first woman valedictorian in the computer science department at the University of Cape Coast. And she has been at Microsoft as a software engineer for almost 4 years. Before that, she was at Bank of America. Before that, she was at EcoBank. And she was one of the first 10 women we ever supported in 2018. Now, let's look at other people. What's this girl's name? I think it's something, I'm forgetting her name. It's fine. Let's go look up the people who have this on their thing. And at that time, we were called Yielding Accomplished African Women. Yes, let me just look at a couple of these people. Nana Abba was also one of our first 10 women. And she went to Ashesi. Shout out to all the Ashesi girls. And she's currently an associate at the Tony Blair Institute for Global Change. Before that, she was working in consulting at GovStack. I never know how to say this company's name. Beswiss, whatever. She was there for a couple years, almost 3 years. And these are just the girls that we've been with. I'm just like, when you look at the impact, when you look at where people have ended, these people met with us in 2018. Now look at where they are. I'm trying to find I think her name is Paulina. Is it not Paulina? I could be wrong. But she's one of my favorites as well, because I hope you guys know I'm always going to be following you. I'm always going to be seeing the amazing things that you are doing, and here to support you in all of those things. Who else? Let me see. Who else can I think of that comes top of mind for me? Of course, my baby girl, Ophelia. What a star. Currently at Coca-Cola, has it on her banner, living her best life. Met her, who knows, 2020. Left Ghana, came to do her master's at Kennesaw State in Georgia in chemistry, out of all things. Only Black girl in her class. Then moved to an analytical chemist at the Coca-Cola company in Georgia as well. Of course, if you know Black sisters in STEM, you have to know this name. Someone called Tamisha Segbefia, such a joy. And she is also an Ashesi girl and did her master's at Johns Hopkins, and now is working at Johns Hopkins as a research assistant. Did her internship at Slalom, worked with us for almost 2 years. She is such a joy. And I'm just thinking through that there are women in this life that, because I decided to make my focus be on helping and impacting women, there are people in this world, as they grow, it is as if I grow. And that's what I want you guys to understand. That is what I want you guys to understand, is that the highest wealth you can have is actually in people. And what are you doing, even at this young age, that as people grow, so does your legacy? You know, even looking at someone like Chinwendu, and all of those people were in the BWLI, the Black Women's Leadership Institute. These were all BWLI folks. And looking at them now, seeing where they're at, seeing what they're doing. As they grow, I grow. As they increase, I increase. And that's a level of wealth that can never be taken from me. Because I hope you know, money can come and money can go. But wealth in people's experience of you, in people's of your impact in people's life, people can't take that away from someone's heart. This is why it's so critical that you understand that the lowest level of wealth is actually money. So all of your jobs and your careers in STEM, it's beautiful. But it's not going to be the thing that you are remembered for. It's going to be your impact within those careers, your impact within even communities like this. So many of you guys know Fari, so many of you guys know Steffian, so many of you guys know Chinwendu. They're building their brands in a community. So one day when you're somewhere and they need you, they can call on you. Let me give you a real life example. My friend from college, my good sis, how would I know that she would end up as the CEO of Topicals? I don't know if you guys know Topicals. It is a skincare brand that focuses on like hyperpigmentation, acne, and all those things. They go viral all their time for their eye patches, that says Topicals and everything. It's a very big brand, and it's a Black women owned and started brand. And she was the chief strategy officer and now is the CEO of the company. And that's my friend. And I told her, just DM'd her, and I told her, hey, girl, I want to talk to you about something I'm doing. Can I get 30 minutes of your time? She is running a multi-million-dollar business. And I can DM her, and she responds, and she puts me on her calendar. Do you get what I'm saying? So since college, which was almost like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, this is where my network has gone. My best friend is a vice president at Morgan Stanley. There's so many places that my friends are so successful at and in. And I have a strong relationship and credibility with them that when I call on them and I say, hey, can you help me to do this? Hey, can you get me connected in your company? Hey, can you plug me in? This is the highest level of wealth, because that means I have access to all of these things, even though I've never been there. I've never stepped my foot into topicals. I've never stepped my foot into half of these companies. But because I have built an impact in people's heart who are working there, and they are fond of me, when I call upon them now, I have access to that world. Right now, Elizabeth literally messaged me and was like, hey, this is all the things we're going to do for Black Sisters in STEM at Microsoft this October. So be ready. There's going to be a lot of stuff with Microsoft this October. She's planning and doing the whole thing by herself because it's a Microsoft internal initiative. So I would never have access to it because I don't work at Microsoft. Do you see the money? Do you see the money? Do you see the influence? Do you see the clout? Do you see the relevance these people are giving to me that I don't even have to work for? Speaking engagements. Since that girl has been at Microsoft, I've had like 2 speaking engagements at Microsoft. And this is the same thing I'm expecting from all of you guys. The reason why we invest in you is so that you can now continue to invest in women behind you, because you're not always going to be a college student, my love. You're not always going to be in university. You're going to be at a place where you are a top executive, a top engineer, a top scientist. And that is when you have time to invest in so many people. I'll give you a real life example. A girl messaged me, and you can ask Chinwendu if I'm lying. A girl messaged me on LinkedIn, and she literally said, I've been following you for a long time. Come to find out, the girl has been following me on LinkedIn since she was in high school. And she used to be the special assistant to the presidential office in France for communications, strategic communications. Then she left that position and now is director of communications at an AI company in France as a Black woman, young, very young, under 30. And she reached out to me and she said, I have just been so blessed. Now I'm at a point that I want to give back. And I've been following you since I was in high school. And you have helped me, and you've been a part of my narrative and story. I've never met this girl, by the way. I've only been to France once, and that was years ago. She was probably in like middle school when I was in France. I'd never seen this girl a day in my life. And now she's like, yeah, I just want to support Black women. And, can we get on a call to see how I can support Black women? So those of you who think your brand is not important, think sharing your story is not important, you don't know who's watching. And the highest level of wealth is impact in the hearts of other people. How would I know that some girl has been following me since she was in high school? How would I know all her growth and all of her success? I don't know her. I don't know her life. But these posts that seem so simple and so silly to some of you guys, these posts is what she's been reading since she was in high school and what has been blessing her. And now she's at a point where she's so successful that she wants to give back. And so even at your places in college, in your internships, you have to become a woman of impact. The Bible says, esteem others before yourself, above yourself. And I have found that to be true. I have found that taking and investing my time in other people, helping other people, connecting other people, even just the other day, one person that I literally handheld is now is she in sales? Yeah, she's in sales at ServiceNow. She didn't have internships, she didn't have anything going on. Handheld her, connected her, plugged her, and now she went from an internship to full-time at ServiceNow, living her best life. You know what I'm saying? And even if these women never come back, some of them do, some of them don't. But the point of it is, whether they come back or not, both they know and heaven knows my investment in their life. So you will always reap, because you cannot be a giver and be broke. You cannot be a giver and lack. Stop being so selfish and self-centered. Because if I decided to be selfish and self-centered and just focus on myself and my career, people my age cannot say the things that I say. They cannot say they've helped and raised people into these roles, and not just 1, 2, 3 people. I'm talking about thousands of women, and Black women at that. People who are typically never in these roles. So when you have the opportunity, even in communities like Black Sis, you don't have to think hard. You don't have to go too far. How can you help? How can you give back? How can you show up? Because people are going to remember the girl who was always posting opportunities. People are going to remember the girl who was always, bringing encouragement to their day. People are going to remember. So when you have the opportunity to be on those sister chats that you guys, midweek sister chats, when you guys have the opportunity to be featured, don't take it lightly. Don't take it lightly. Because you're building your own brand, you're building your own impact. And trust me, money come and money will go, but your impact in people's life, even with the people who are on the team now, I can guarantee you, all of those people can tell you they have never done this type of work at this capacity before. I have stretched their capacity. I have made sure that they get to a level of excellence that they were not operating at before. And so whether they want to acknowledge it or not, they know the truth. The truth will always stand, right? So don't be worried about if people say thank you. Don't worry about that. Just know that to you and to God, everyone knows what's up. Because you're learning so much. You're learning so much if you really plug in. And so to be a woman of wealth is to be a woman of impact. I am so confident in your success monetarily. At my young age, I've come to understand that, listen, if you're consistent and you're disciplined, you will get money. It's not a hard thing. Pick something and be consistent and be disciplined in it. I'm telling you, over time, you will get money. You don't need to worry about being successful. It's going to come. It may not come as early as you want it, but trust me, it's going to come. And so you don't have to, I'm so confident of your monetary success. I'm so confident you're going to be amazing software engineer, data analyst, chemist, doctor. I'm so confident. Like, you need to be more confident. It's a short thing. As long as you put the work in, trust me, it's basically assured. But what can we say about your impact? What can we say about how people think of you, your reputation? What can we say about how much you've helped others? What can we say about money you've put into people's pockets and no one knew about it? What can we say about you changing someone's socioeconomic status? What can we say about that? because that's the wealth that matters. And so we're not saying do 10 million things a day, but just have a simple goal. Make 3 people smile a day. Or help 3 people a day. Simple, something just as simple as that. And that means you help 3 people a day for 365 days. Someone do the quick maths for me on that. By the end of the year, how many people would you have helped? Right? It's not a big, crazy thing. You don't have to start Black Sis like I did. But just show up for 3 people in Black Sis every day. Show up for 3 people around you every day. In a given year, that's 1,095 people. Imagine you impact 1,095 people every year. And you keep doing it year after year after year after year. By the time you're 30, do you not think people would have something to say about you? Do you not think people would appreciate your life? Do you not think people would celebrate you? Don't you think that would happen? And don't you think that's the real wealth? I don't know if you guys been on social media recently, but they've been doing a lot of posts like, this is what rich means to me. And it's their kids playing, and it's their husband or their wife. That's rich, because you can have money and be lonely. You can have money and you can't sleep. You can have money and you're on drugs. You have no recollection of life. You can have money and no one likes you. You can have money and you have no impact in this world. But I am so rich because I'm rich in women. I'm rich in impact. I'm rich in stories. I'm rich in lives change. I'm rich in being able to tell the world my story and allowing that story to be a blessing to other people. I'm rich. I'm so wealthy. I am so wealthy. And so if I'm here to tell you how
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Sorry, Siri is clearly moving. If I'm here to tell you about being wealthy, I want to make sure that you're not confused. Because I can tell you, okay, yeah, this is how you invest in ETFs and all those things. And all those things, by the grace of God, I've done them. But it's like that stuff, it doesn't even really matter. It doesn't even really matter. Half the investments I have, I literally put it there and let it rinse and repeat, and I forget about it. I'm not thinking about my investments every day. But when I get messages, God bless you, thank you for your life, thank you for making the steps. When I get random LinkedIn messages like, you're changing my life, you've helped me do this much. When you came and you talked about this and you told me about this, it really helped me. Like, how many of you are getting those messages? Be honest with yourself. And it's not to make me better than anybody, but I'm telling you that if I've been where you are, and if I've seen, my classmates, and, they have all these big titles and all these amazing things, and we thank God for the grace and the growth, but how many of them can actually say that they've changed people's lives? They've helped people, they've hired people, they've put money into someone's pocket, they've, been a blessing, and they've done it in a way that it's not just 1, 2, 3 people, it's not just their family or their friends, but it's a worldwide thing. I am so incredibly rich. And I pray that you also become incredibly wealthy by living a life that's impactful. You know, it's funny. I feel like I have a pitch for everything because I have just lived a life where I can say I'm connected to this and I'm connected to that. And I have girls at Legon, and I have girls at University of Ibadan. I have girls at University of Lagos. I have girls at the University of Cape Coast. I have girls at the University of this, and that. That's wealthy. I can go anywhere to any nation. Apparently, I have girls in France. You get what I'm saying? I can go anywhere to any nation and have connections, have people to meet with, have ways to connect. That's wealthy. I can pitch to brands to sponsor me because I have influence. That's wealthy. And not influence that's just based off of my looks. I'm not a creator that is posting pictures of my hair and my face every day. Because looks also fade. And that's no shade to creators who do that. But all I'm saying is that's not what my life is based off of. And so I want you guys to be really wealthy, the true wealth, the wealth that is game changing, the wealth that makes sense long term, the wealth that's sustainable. And that's who you are in someone's heart. And I'm not just talking about your friends and your family, but how can you be wealthy globally? How can you go to France, to Morocco, to Zimbabwe, to da-da-da-da, and say that you have impact there? Do you understand? And so I pray and I trust that you understand that a Black cis woman is a woman who has wealth, but not just monetary wealth. A woman who has wealth in hearts of men. Because that's what really matters. We thank God for your future husband and your future kids. But outside of them, outside of your family, outside of your 4 friends, whose heart has a positive reputation and impact and memory of you? So show up well, show up daily, and allow that daily showing up to mean something, to mean something important. And I believe I've left you with something good today. I trust that this was a blessing to you. And if it was, let me know in the chat. I want to know if I give you something good. And if I did give you something good, then let me know in the chat. I want to hear it. I want to know how you felt about it. And now we're going to go into what I always end off with. You guys, if you've been here before, if you haven't been here before, welcome. You're going to get this every time you hear me talk because I really believe it's something that changed my life and it's something that can change yours. And it's Philippians 4:8. Finally, Black sisters in STEM, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report, if there be any virtue, and if there be any praise, think on these things. Think on the things that make you truly wealthy. Think on the things that make you truly effective. And so, if you have not joined Sister Nation, what other community is transforming you from the inside out? Join. Link is there. They will put the link in the chats as well, but it's just bit.ly/Sister Nation. Sign up. It's a good time. And you're going to enjoy it. It's always a blessing. And then I believe some people are asking for the links in the chat. So please drop that there. follow and subscribe, like and comment on our YouTube, on our LinkedIn. We have so many exciting things coming up for you guys. Pay very, very special attention. Pay very, very special attention. And make your time count. Like I said before, who would have known that this girl was following me since high school? And that is because I took the time to actually build. So make sure you take the time to build. Talk about your life. Talk about what you're learning. Talk about how you're growing. And build your influence. Build your audience. This is an opportunity every Friday to do that. Every Friday to do that. So that is all for us today. That is all for us today. I think we ended right on time this time. So we loving that. And I hope to see you next Friday. Bring someone with us. Follow the link to be able to join Sister Nation if you're not already a part. If you don't know why you should invite someone, I hope today proved everything. Our community is amazing. Our sisterhood is amazing. And we just want to help you grow. That's it. We just want to help you win. That's it. So if I were you, I would be a part of places that want to help me win and want to help me grow. And so love you all. Have an amazing, amazing time this weekend. Till next week, make 3 people smile every single day. Every single day. Make 3 people smile until we meet next week. And once we do that, then I want to hear I want to hear your response. And I want to hear how it was for you. Love you too. And let's dance out to our song.
As a Black woman, there are many mountains to climb, barriers to slide, heights to jump, just to reach the dream we desire. But we're still not gonna give up, never gonna give up. Listen. We used to view life like a movie, down a longish path we wish you moving. We will find a script to just follow it, by the same script, let us do it there. Wanna never flip, but throughout all our lives, along the path we met, sexism and racism. As a Black woman, she gotta fight harder, she gotta be stronger. Love is a way of taking from you. It keeps you up, yes, when you take it cool. No, it's not gonna get us anymore. We found a way through this life. Liberated out of those days. Yeah, we're trapped in a dark place. You're so beautiful at the other side. Not going back anymore. Now we found ourselves, we believe in us. Found ourselves, Black woman. Now I'm drowned our fears, we forgot good enough to climb the highest mountain, like the wildest dreams. Now we found ourselves, we believe in us. You're a proud Black woman. Love is a way of taking from you. It keeps you up, yes, when you take it cool. No, it's not gonna get us anymore. We found a way through this life. Liberated out of those days. Yeah, we're trapped in a dark place. You're so beautiful at the other side. Not going back anymore. Yeah, what I didn't know I could ever do, where they told me no, cannot make it through. Yeah, you saw me too. You tell me to just believe and pursue, it will come true. That was the way of taking from you. If you up, yes, when you take it cool. No, it's not gonna get us anymore. We found a way through this life. Liberated out of those days. Can't lie, we're trapped in a dark place. You're so beautiful at the other side. Not going back anymore. You're a believe. from you. It gets you up here, so when you take it cool, no, it's not gonna get us anymore. Fun away. Empowered.
Love it. Love y'all. Bye.